bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud.
The good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears.
Set to kick off.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
The 42-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 41. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd and short.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They go play action here on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards, the final tally.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The tackle.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Could have gone with a ground game there. Opted for the quick pass. Well, I don't know that it would have mattered, Charles, but it didn't work out.
In a lot of these offenses, yards after catch are built in without explicitly saying it. In this case, he didn't make anyone miss out on the perimeter. Got tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And brings up 4th down. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stevenson.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Stevenson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pope. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun again to Mixon. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Number 28, Joe Mixon.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this is where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager. You have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously, the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way, you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Stevenson over the middle. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down.
Back to throw. Stevenson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
To throw on 2nd down. Stevenson. Smith catches left side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw on 3rd down. Stevenson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
6-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Vikings nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in the end zone.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, Stevenson. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Operating from the gun, Stevenson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
It's 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And that'll set them back 5. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. From the gun, Stevenson. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bears take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Well, no doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Tyler Bass for the extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First down, Vikings.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Stevenson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing again. Stevenson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Final shot before break. Stevenson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the run, watch the run. Check 99.
Looking to throw. Stevenson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Stevenson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
First down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw. Stevenson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down now, Stuckey, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Back to throw. Stevenson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, Stevenson over the middle, complete. It's Pope, and he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33.
13 yards.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This is Pope. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Brought down by Khalil.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Stuckey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll run on first down. Stuckey. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Looking to throw on second down. Stevenson looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down. Looking to throw. Stevenson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And nothing but daylight ahead. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Bears 21, Vikings nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
To throw again, Stevenson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over first down and goal at the 8-yard line.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it'll be second and goal when we return. We played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's second and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
I sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news and I got bad news. I said,
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
And 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Stevenson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Stevenson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 48.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
third down. Stevenson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards. And they'll try the option on first and goal. There's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick. Thus, inaccurate, incomplete.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Again, he'll drop to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Bass is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. On first down, Stevenson. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory.
A gain of 50.
And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the 19-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Stevenson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the foot. Ball back.
Recovered by the Bears.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
So now, just like that, things changed dramatically. It's first and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 50. He's at the 40, and they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through, and that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
It's just me and you. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. 70 Lion. 18, Pioneer. 50, Lion.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
10 at the 19-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Bears are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Now back to throw. Rolling to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Let's go, baby. Mike 6. Mike 6. Let's go, D4.
Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again, so another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. Throw left side complete. That's Pope.
Complete to number
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, let's go. Check pass. 51's Mike. Mike 51. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Street. Mike 51. Ready? Seven Byron. Mike 51. Go.
From the gun, Stevenson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the gun on 3rd down. Stevenson, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Back to throw now on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch.